Hey, I'm Jay from the Kubz Scouts. Welcome back to another episode of reacting to these true story animations. You guys seem to enjoy this series a lot, and I love doing them. We're gonna check out a couple weird ones today in this episode. If you guys cool with that and you're down with that, everybody get ready and buckle up, because here we go! Alright guys, in this video, this person is gonna be allergic to breathing, so don't hold your breath on if you think this is real or not. Let's just check it out.
Hi, I'm Cicely, and I'm allergic to breathing.
Oh, yeah,
you might be wondering how on earth I'm still alive and telling you about my condition.
What, do you have gills?
It's not been an easy situation.
Do you breathe through your other
I'm lucky
holes?
to have survived. When I was younger, everything was normal. My parents were wealthy and influential, and they sent me to the best possible schools.
So?
Even though they were really
cool?
busy with their jobs, they
My parents don't love
managed
me.
to make time for me.
Beat that.
I was their only daughter, and they doted on me all through my childhood. They both worked in the healthcare system as high executives, and because of everything I learned from them, I discovered my true calling as a young child.
Congratulations.
I want to be a doctor,
Congratulations.
especially now that I've
I'm
suffered
so happy
from
for
such a
you.
life-threatening condition. I was a really happy child, and nothing seemed to miss. There are things we do every single day that we take for granted. Believe me, when you can't do something as simple as breathing, you realize how
are
lucky
you
were
not
before.
breathing? How are you
Before
alive?
my life was turned on its head, I fell off a swing at school. I got a really bad bruise and a massive headache, but nothing else happened. I didn't even bleed. The headache continued for a few days, but that seemed to be a normal effect of the minor accident. Then one day, everything changed. It all happened in a single instant. One moment I was playing in my house's backyard, and the next I was gasping for air and falling flat on the floor.
Yeah.
My mom,
now
who
we're
was
getting
sitting
to
a
the
few feet
real
away
juicy
and
stuff.
drinking some cold tea while she watched me play, rushed to help me. She didn't understand what was going on. It wasn't as if something was hurting or I had cut myself.
Allergic to breathing, you
say. And it was getting worse and worse by the minute. I ended up losing consciousness.
How are you allergic
Mom
to
later
breathing?
told me that as the ambulance arrived, I had completely stopped breathing. You can imagine how concerned my mom was. She climbed onto the ambulance with me and watched as the doctors tried to save my life. One of the medics entered my hospital room a while later.
He looks like
and
an evil
began
doctor.
asking me a few questions to better understand
Like he
what had
reads the
happened
notes on the thing and he's like,
day. I told him that I didn't seem to be able to breathe.
You
on
talking
my
now?
own. Of course, everyone was so confused. How could a healthy young girl be unable to breathe all of a sudden? They ran so many tests, but nothing seemed to explain my condition.
Why are 2 out of 3 of these doctors clean
That was
bald?
until my mom remembered
balder
the
than my
incident in the
balls.
swings. Could it be that it had been far more than just a harmless bump on the head? They decided to take a look at my brain. I had an MRI scan.
Oh god,
and
that's
that was
a
when
scary
everything
image.
Suddenly became
Why would you do
clear.
that?
They were shocked by the results and repeated them 2 more times.
Mouth
it was unlike
agape,
anything
too.
they had
They're
ever
just like,
seen before. The part of my brain which controls the breathing had stopped working. There was almost
That doesn't
no
mean you're
activity
allergic
in that
to it,
area,
though.
and they believed that it would only get worse. It seemed that hitting my head against the floor had produced inner bleeding in my brain, and no one had noticed. Now it was too late to do anything about it. That meant the only way I could survive was to constantly carry around a breathing machine. My parents were devastated, and I completely freaked out. They refused to believe there wasn't a solution to my problem. I began visiting doctor after doctor after doctor. My
Those are the
parents
same
wanted
3
to discover a
doctors!
potential surgery that could reactivate
You didn't even visit
that
enough
area
doctors!
of my
You didn't
brain.
even leave the hospital!
No matter how many
Those were the same
specialists we
doctors!
visited, they all gave my parents the same reply. There was nothing that could be done. Mom and Dad couldn't deal with the fact that I simply couldn't be fixed. After 2 years of attempting all kinds of treatments, I finally asked them to stop. I was ready to deal with the fact that I'd always have to walk around with a machine attached to my face.
Aww.
They reluctantly
That's actually
agreed,
really sad.
but helped me every step of the way anyways. I applied to
I mean,
college.
it's not that
and managed to
sad
get
because, you
admitted.
know, I'm a
It's
savage
hard
and I have a
going about
cold
my
heart.
normal life with that
Collage?
condition,
She
but
went
I'm
to
a fighter,
collage?
and I
She
refuse to
skipped
give up.
college and went straight
Now
to
more than
collage.
ever, I'm determined to become a doctor. I want to help people with rare conditions. I'm lucky my parents are wealthy and they can afford the machine I need to live.
Yeah,
There
that's
are
true, I
other
guess.
people who aren't so lucky, and I want to dedicate my life to improving
Who the hell are
their
these
quality
losers?
of life.
Get their stink
Thank
ass off
you
my
for
screen.
watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and check out other videos in the channel.
What? Bonus story? I'm so sick of these
When I
bonus
was
stories!
13, I met the babysitter that would change my life.
Babysitter
I
that'll
know
change
what
your
you are
life. Did you
thinking.
bang her?
In love with me.
He banged her.
Wealthy
She banged her.
attitude,
Yep.
and instead
He
of
banged her.
noticing
He did.
me,
I know he
but
did.
she did
I know
the
he did. What a dirty dog. Last video that we're going to check out is somebody that has X-ray vision. Wouldn't we all like to have that power? This guy or this girl apparently has that. So let's check it out.
I have X-ray vision.
Okay, it's definitely a
Hi,
guy. So he's
my
definitely
name
not
is
going to use
Barry,
his powers
and
for
I
good.
have X-ray vision. It must sound absolutely crazy to you all, and I can
No, it's not
imagine
crazy.
you probably
It
don't
smells
believe
crazy,
me,
though. It
but
smells
hear
like-
me out.
You know that
I was
smell?
a completely normal
Oh, yeah.
boy before this happened.
Smell on his
I
face.
didn't get bitten by a
smell
spider
that
or
smell.
exposed to strange chemicals or anything of the sort. I just woke up one morning and suddenly something seemed odd. I didn't comprehend what was going on at first since I was still sleepy. I could see the street just outside my house.
Get out of
and
here
it
with
seemed
this
so
bull,
odd since
dude.
there was
I
always a
smell
wall
it.
there.
Guys.
It wasn't like I was looking out the window.
Ah!
I blinked several times, but
I
I
smell it.
still could see the street. When I rubbed my eyes and looked again, the wall was there once more. I figured
Okay, so that's
I
how
must
he
have been
activates it.
dreaming
He just goes-
and woken up just after it, like one of those hyper-realistic dreams.
This
you know?
man. Now he's
So
flying
I
this
went to
man,
the
and now he
bathroom and-
has like 6 abs, or does he have 4 boobs? I don't know. It looks like his chest is the same size as his abs. What is that? I think he has 4 tits. My man got X-ray vision and 4 big ass titties.
Took a shower, but it happened again. I could see my house's backyard instead of the wall. I completely
Bro, he
freaked
got
out
4
and
big
jumped out
ass
of the
tits.
shower.
He's got to
Could
wear
this
2
be
bras. I
possible?
swear to God.
I dried off and got dressed in a rush and ran outside. I squinted my eyes and looked around. Much to my surprise, I could easily see through everything I wanted to. I could switch back to my normal vision and then to the X-ray one with increasing ease. It was amazing. I could barely believe what was going on, but I knew now that I wasn't dreaming and that this was really happening. Everything changed for me that day, as you might imagine. I knew better than to tell people about my powers.
That
Some would
thing
think
like
I
right
was
there, like when
insane,
you
and
rub your
others
back of your
might
head
be
like
freaked
that,
out.
that's when you know you're
What
up
if
to
the
no
government
good.
tried to catch me and do experiments on me or something like that? I kept my mouth shut and carried on with my life as if nothing
I
was
would
amiss.
too if I had
But to
X-ray
me,
vision, no lie.
Everything was
I'd
different.
be doing my thing.
I could see through walls, through desks and papers and even clothes. Being a teenager, you can imagine how much fun I had with that particular
God,
ability.
This man.
You'd be
This
surprised
man's-
by how many people go around without any underwear underneath their clothes.
Ugh.
I certainly didn't expect it to be so mainstream. Perhaps someone braver than me, and far more selfless, would have used this power to fight crime or something
How
amazing
could you
like
fight
that.
crime with X-ray
I
vision, you
didn't have it in me.
dumbass?
I was just a
You could just see
teenager
through
and
things. You
trying
still
to live
can't
a
fight.
relatively normal life.
You're weak.
with
Remember
all the
that.
perks having X-ray vision granted me. I didn't even tell my parents about it, even if I was tempted to from
Ew,
time
did he
to
see through
time.
their clothes too?
I didn't know how they
Did he
react,
see how big
but I
his
had
dad
so many
was?
questions.
Or how
I
hairy
would have
his
given
mom might
anything
have
for
been?
some sound
Or how
advice, but
whack she might
decided
have
it
been?
was
I
best
don't
to
know.
keep it
I
to
don't even want to think
myself.
about it.
When it came to hide and seek, no one could beat me. I'd find people within
Who
seconds
plays hide and seek
amaze
nowadays?
my friends with my
Ain't nobody play
abilities.
that.
I also began pretending to be psychic at school and guessed the cards my classmates picked. It became a fun little trick, and I even
Yeah,
earned
right.
some money out
Wads
of it.
of cash.
As some of them decided to
Quit
bet
playing
I
with
couldn't
us.
keep guessing right. That gave me an idea. As soon as I was old enough to visit a casino, I began making a massive fortune. I wasn't silly enough to win every single game, as that would get me all kinds of negative attention, and I didn't want to be accused of cheating. But I'd win when
But
I
then how could
placed
they
big
prove it, though?
bets, and ended
They
up
don't know you have
becoming
X-ray
a
vision.
millionaire at a really young age. I bought my folks a retirement house for them to relax instead of working so hard, and they were really grateful. My parents gave me the best possible childhood, and I wanted to repay them for everything they had done to me. I gave my dad a new car and my mom a trip to Paris.
Oh, I thought he gave
They
her the
were
Eiffel
ecstatic,
Tower.
but
I was like,
hesitant
damn,
to
dude.
accept my gifts.
X-ray
They
vision
didn't
got it
want me
like
throwing my
that?
money away. They protested. In the end, though, I convinced them to enjoy the gifts. Finally, I decided I couldn't keep the secret from the world any longer, so I called some of my best friends to my home and sat them down. I explained everything to them, how I had woken up one day and discovered I had X-ray vision, how I cheated casinos during poker games. They didn't believe me at first, of course. I expected them to be skeptical, so I showed them I wasn't lying. I asked one of my friends to go into the bathroom and to write random words in a piece of paper.
Oh, so you
I
misspell
activated
words?
my X-ray
Okay.
vision and read
Alrighty
everything he
then.
wrote. They checked for cameras, believing I was pulling a prank on them. Eventually, I told them the exact color of their underwear, since that couldn't be seen with any camera I might have installed around the house.
True.
They were in absolute awe and began asking all sorts of questions. We spent hours talking about how it was possible and everything I could do in the future with my powers. But I also made them
I kind of want
promise
this to be
never
true,
tell
guys, because
anyone
it's so
about it.
ridiculous.
I trusted them completely, so I know my secret
I don't
is
know
safe.
why.
Now, you might be asking yourself, why am I revealing my story if it's such a big secret? Well, as you might have guessed, my name isn't really Barry. It's a random name I selected. I'm making this video to discover if there are other people like me out there. People who have
Okay, he's
extra
trying to
vision
assemble
or
the
maybe
X-Men or
other
something.
powers. I'm sure we'll be able to find each other even if I haven't revealed
Yeah,
my
people
real
are really
identity.
gonna tell you
Thanks
the
for
truth in
watching.
YouTube comments.
What powers
Oh
would you
my
choose if you were
god.
granted only one?
This man has
Let
X-ray
us know in
vision,
the
but he doesn't have a
comments.
brain.
Don't forget to
Perfect.
subscribe and check out the other videos on the channel.
Oh, we're gonna do a bonus story? Yeah, bonus story. Bonus story. Perfect. It better be good. Come on.
Hi, my name is Jason, and this is the story of how I went from broke to rich.
Broke to rich.
It doesn't begin as a happy
Oh man, this
story,
dude a rich
but
bitch?
thank the
Nah, this ain't it.
apparently-
This ain't it. Alright guys, but that's gonna do it for this episode of reacting to these true story animations. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode and want more. If you do, make sure you guys give this video one big fat like. And tell a friend today that Jay from the Kubz Scouts is that dude!